Hey y'all, Friday, August 31st, about 7 a.m. Back at the Weverton Road. Uncle Paul just dropped me off. And I'm only going to do 4 miles today. That's it, 4 miles. Gonna go to the Conservancy, have my picture taken, and hang out with Uncle Paul. He'll be heading back to Texas after tonight, so I'll have another night with a shower before I start heading towards Shenandoahs. So yeah, it was a tough day towards the end yesterday. I felt really great to the last like 2 miles, but it ended up being a total, according to Guthook, 13.9 miles. I'll take it. I feel it today, no injury, just sore. But it'll come. So let me make my way down through here. I think there's only this downhill here, and pretty much it's flat walking the rest of the day. So essentially what I have today is a slack pack. Never ever have I slack packed before. Jimmy offered to slack pack me in Georgia, and you know, I was bullheaded thinking, okay, when I'm really tired later on, I'll probably accept it, but now I want to start with my pack, you know, so that was dumb on my part. Right now, all I have is Sour Patch Kids, toilet paper and case, some water, and my backpack. That's it. This is a pretty light load here. So, all right, the rain feels good. Rain actually feels really good. This would have been real nice at the end of the day yesterday because the humidity picked up. All right, let me traverse these rocks. All right, well, I'm out of the woods along the C&O Canal. Pretty much now it's a flat walk into Harper's Ferry, and then the walk up the road to the Conservancy to have my picture taken. I was thinking about just waiting until I come back for my return trip north to stop in there, but everyone says just get it now. They do it. I'm registered, so it's all cool. I don't know how much yapping there will be today because it's only going to be 4 miles. Taking my time. Tell you what, that 13.9 miles yesterday, like I said, the last 2 miles really started wearing on me. Once I got to Ed Garvey shelter, right after I pushed past that, I started, you know, thinking, well, maybe I should have stayed there, dealt with the water situation. Because the very last mile of that descent down to where Uncle Paul was waiting for me, it was like a steep descent with the sharp switchbacks. All you thru hikers know what I'm talking about. And it reminded me a lot of Georgia. So I'm thinking, wow, this is great. The last mile, you're going to hurt yourself today instead of, well, you know, instead of pushing, I should have just held back. But what I came to realize, obviously, I did 0.1 less than 14 miles on pretty, not bad terrain, but a lot worse than the 14 miles I did when I was with Krizakani. So, you know, that was really good terrain. Flat most of the way, like almost looked like this in sections. And I did 14. Well, I just did that 14 minus 0.1. And I'm not the worst to wear for it. I'm sore today. I'm glad it's only a 4 mile day. But I had to go back to something. Look, the ultras are back for now. The last 2 days hiking, my marrows, obviously my feet are growing because the marrows started getting a little tight and I started getting blisters on both feet. But you can't have that. I don't get blisters. I used to never get blisters. I do now. So I'm gonna have to order a pair of the same things, low cut, but instead of an 11.5, I think I'm going to go 12 wide. That should take care of it. I'm very confident in the shoe itself. I'm very confident with the grip. That's why I like them so well. But for right now, if I had the boots on instead of these Ultras that Uncle Paul picked up off of me back in Penmar Park, I would not be able to do this 4 miles. That's how bad it's pinching me. So, all right. Hopefully I come up with something witty to say. But if not, it'll just be me and Paul hanging out in a little while. All right. I'm at the end of that walk. Ready to head over the train trestle bridge. This is pretty cool. But what's really nice is, remember our early rise, he used to always say he was walking off those pages when he had to flip a page. Well, today I'm walking off a page, an electronic page. Halfway in the middle of this railroad bridge, I have to switch gut hooks over from Pennsylvania, Maryland section to Northern Virginia. Walking off those electronic pages. Alright, this is how Jefferson rocks. The river to my right is the Shenandoah River. If you can see it, I'm not very tall, so it's hard to get over this foliage. The Shenandoah, somewhere along here, meets up with the Potomac and flows that away. Cool. Foliage is pretty heavy here, and plus I'm just not tall enough to see over, so nothing much to see. But the fact that I'm only doing 4 miles today, Uncle Paul already texted me and said he was waiting at the conservancy for me. I can see a little. I can take my time today. Thanks to Uncle Paul. All right, here we are. Uncle Paul and I are sitting around chatting a bit at his friend's house. Dave was nice enough to allow me to stay here yesterday and today. And Uncle Paul for the last week, waiting for me to get here. He said something about I should have hiked a little faster. He needs to get home to Hurley.
I was bored. I was just bored to tears sitting in this house.
I know you were out seeing the Shenandoahs, checking out the battlefields, right?
Yep.
I thought you were going to send for Hurley, come up here and get a place around here somewhere.
I like it. I really do. I have to admit that. Nice area.
The rivers.
Love the Shenandoah and the Potomac.
And when you cross the Shenandoah, you do...
Oh, Shenandoah, I long to hear you.
See, you belong here, man. You belong here.
I'm Texas boy, though.
Yeah, I know. You have the Alamo, but there's a lot more around here. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff I did thankfully get a chance to see a lot of things, but there's still a lot of stuff I would have loved to
right.
see. I got to go home and get to work.
Yeah, that's true.
Make some money so I can come out here again sometime.
That's right. That's right. Well, it was it's very appreciative of you and David taking me in and giving me a place to hang out and shuffling me around, and you'll be taking a box down the trail a couple miles to drop off for me. So that'll work, right?
My pleasure, man. I enjoyed it.
Cool. Thanks. Hanging out.
Thank you.
Okay, here's what the plan is for tomorrow. Again, everything depends on weather, how I feel. I feel good now. I mean, the weather mainly. If really humid, I'll hang out a little bit, take it easy. But that's where I'll be starting. The Blue Blaze by the Appalachian Trail Conservancy. And heading. And if things are rough tomorrow, if it's humid, first stop right there, David Lesser Memorial Shelter. But if I'm feeling okay, the ultimate place is the Blackburn ATC Center. On Gut Hooks, they have listing for some stealth camping areas around there and so on and so forth. And as you can see, when I find the quote I want to use from John Muir, I write it in the book on that. So today, again, I only walked from where Uncle Paul picked me up at the Weverton Road. Is that Weverton or Weverton Road? And walked to the Conservancy. So All right, I'll see you tomorrow morning. Grumpy out.